Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a classic Spanish dish. This dish is really easy to make. Many of you know this dish. And before I get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Lolita and I cook Cuban recipes on my channel. And if you're interested in learning, just hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on my recipes. I've been away for a while, so for many of you that watch me, you know that I haven't been on for a few months due to family matters, but I'm back. So today we're going to be making Tortilla de Papa. It's a really simple dish. Like I said before, it's an omelet for those of you that don't speak Spanish. So it's a potato omelet. So let's get started. For the ingredients, I'm going to be using 3 potatoes, 5 eggs, salt and pepper, and olive oil for frying. Right, so we're going to be cutting 1 more potato. And this dish can be eaten for breakfast. You can eat this dish any time of the day for lunch or whatever. You can be eaten as a snack. And it's really filling. You can add ham to this if you want to. Chorizo. Sometimes I like to add trying to remove the bad spot. But my mother used to make this dish when I was younger, and she added peppers, onion, garlic, ham. It was so delicious. Sometimes she added cheese to it, and I loved it when she made it that way. And I haven't had this in years, so I decided to make this video just to let you guys, to show you how to make it, and also because I'm hungry. Yeah. So this one I'm going to rinse off and take this away. And we have 4 eggs here. I'm going to crack 1 more. Okay. So we're going to be using half of an onion. Also, we're going to cut. We're going to beat our eggs. Now, depending on the size of your pan, you may need more eggs. I'm using a small pan, so that's the reason why I'm using 5 eggs. And the more eggs you use and the smaller your pan is, the more thicker your tortilla de papa will be. It won't be so thin. So you have to find out if you like it thicker or if you like a thinner tortilla de papa. Okay, so we're going to set this aside. And we're going to start cutting our potatoes. Now, the potatoes, you want to cut them thin. You don't want them thick, you know, so you can, when you cut them thinner, they cook faster. So that's another tip. If you cut them too thick, they take a long time to fry. And we're going to do this. So for the onion, I'm just going to dice it in small pieces. And some people like to julienne cut the onions in their potatoes, but I like to make my vegetables smaller so they cook quicker. So now I'm just going to add a little salt and pepper over the potatoes and the onions, and you really don't need more than that. I mean, this is a simple recipe, and you don't need to add a lot of seasoning to this because the salt and pepper are sufficient to flavor up this tortilla de papa. So now I'm just going to beat the eggs, and parsley is something some people add. Not everybody adds it. I like to add it. It's just for looks. It's not for taste. But anyway, if you have fresh parsley, you can add it in. I have dry parsley, so that's what I'm using today. So I'm going to mix this in the eggs, and then I'm going to head over to the stove. So I have my pan preheating. I'm adding some olive oil to the pan. I'm going to say about 2 tablespoons. And now I'm going to add in my onions and start frying them up. Next, we're going to start frying our potatoes. I'm just going to add a little more olive oil to the pan because I have quite a bit of potatoes. We're going to take these out. Now I'm just going to pat dry the potatoes because you don't want wet, soggy potatoes going into your omelet because the omelet won't set. So after I pat dry them, then we're going to add them to the eggs. And while they're still hot, we're going to add them to the eggs so that it can kind of set the eggs. And it sort of like cooks the egg a little bit inside so that it won't be so runny. Now I'm going to cover this and I'm going to let this sit for about 15 minutes. Or really doesn't have to sit 15 minutes, but about 10 minutes I'm going to let this sit covered so that it can set the eggs. And then we're going to go to the stove and start cooking up the Tortilla de Papa. So now we're ready to start frying up our eggs. And I'm going to let this cook on high for about a minute. And then I'm going to lower the heat and let it cook for about 4 more minutes. So a total of 5 minutes. And then I'm going to flip it. So now it's been 5 minutes and our tortilla de papa has set. We're going to flip it. I'm just going to test it with a fork just to show you. And as you can see, it's nice and firm. And some people flip it when it's still a little runny. I don't like mine runny. I like it to be more set. So I'm going to get a plate and put it over top and flip it. And then I'm going to put it back into the pan and cook it for about 3 minutes. So it's been 3 minutes and our tortilla de papa is ready. So I'm going to put the plate over top of it like we did before and flip it. And then I will bring it over to the counter and let you know what I'm going to do next. So over here I have some red onions that I have in some vinegar, and that's the way I like to eat mine. I'm just going to put it on top. Some people like to eat theirs with salsa or tomato sauce or something like that. And I'm going to show you how nice and fluffy this is. And as you can see, it's nice and done. and like some people like it softer or more runny or whatever. I don't like it like that. So now I'm just going to try a piece and see what it tastes like. It's nice, it's soft, it's spongy, just the way it's supposed to be. And it shouldn't be dry. It should be nice, soft, and it should just melt in your mouth. And I made some Cuban coffee to go with it, and that's the perfect way to eat a tortilla de papa with Cuban coffee. And one thing I love about this recipe is that you can change it up and add anything to this to make it delicious. When I was younger, my mother used to make the tortilla de papa with peppers. She added ham and cheese to it, and that was just delicious. So if you guys want to switch it up, you can do that also. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to continue to enjoy my tortilla de papa with my cafecito. And I also made another one, which is smaller, and I used 2 eggs, and this is how it looks. It's nice and soft, as you can see. And this is just a personal size one if you want to make a mini tortilla de papa. And look at how nice and fluffy this is. And you can just play with this recipe and make it your own. And the type of potatoes that I used were Yukon yellow potatoes. But you can use white potatoes if you prefer. Well, everybody, I want to thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below. And if you want to see more recipes from me, subscribe below and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any recipes. And visit me on Facebook at my cooking group, Cooking the Cuban Way. Until next time, bye-bye. And God bless.